Today we are talking about the final principle of intuitive eating, and that is principle number 10, honor your health with gentle nutrition. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa, I'm a dietitian, and here on my channel we talk about all things food and nutrition. Today we are diving back into our intuitive eating series for the last time. I'm not saying this is the last time I'm ever going to talk about intuitive eating, but this is the final principle. And like I said, that's principle 10, honor your health with gentle nutrition. And there's a reason this is the last principle, because it's super important to get a hang of the other principles before this, before worrying about the what of what you're eating. You know, overcoming restricting things or using food to cope with your emotions or any of the other things that we talked about before is really important before focusing on, you know, nutritious food. Of course, nutrition is important, and like I said with the exercise principle, intuitive eating is not just about eating whatever you want and never moving and just not paying attention to anything. But repairing your relationship with food and your body is more important than what nutrients are in your food. So that is why it's important to tackle those things before this final principle, which is honoring your health with gentle nutrition. And there is a reason why this is called gentle nutrition. There are no hard and fast rules. There is no perfect way to eat. There are no numbers involved in this. Really, it's just honoring what your body needs, what feels good, and nourishing your body. Of course, balance is key. You know, when we're talking about honoring your body with gentle nutrition, every food is not going to be a nutritious food. Every meal is not going to be a nutritious meal. Balance is key, like we have been talking about through this entire thing. These are guidelines. There's no perfect meal, there's no perfect day, there's no perfect way to eat. Sometimes you're gonna have a super nutritious meal, sometimes you're going to have a super not nutritious meal, and that is okay. It's just about paying attention to how your body is feeling, what your body needs, what your body's craving. You know, I think when we started this, and maybe if you are still kind of in the beginning phases of intuitive eating, it kind of feels like you're just gonna crave what we might have considered in the beginning to be the bad foods. But believe it or not, your body craves what it needs, and a lot of times our body needs vegetables and protein and high quality foods. And once you really master those previous principles, your body will start craving those things. So what does gentle nutrition look like? It looks like eating lots of fruits and vegetables, drinking enough water, eating high quality proteins and fats, as well as eating whole foods where you can. I think a lot of times if you are used to restricting, you probably in the past have maybe restricted yourself to only those whole foods and fruits and vegetables, and that is not what we're saying at all here. Remember that it's about balance, and those are foods that are going to nourish your body. They are important to include, you know, as you're craving them, as your body needs them. So how can you start honoring your body with gentle nutrition? I think starting by eating fruits and vegetables that you know you like is a good one. Like I said, as you master those previous principles, you will notice that you are craving those fruits and vegetables or that high quality protein, and you will notice when you are thirsty and need water. You'll notice when these foods give you more energy and you start to crave them more. And I think starting with fruits and vegetables and whole foods that you know you enjoy is a really good place to start. And you know what? You might find, like in previous principles, that there are foods that you deemed to be good foods that you felt like you really enjoyed maybe when you were on a previous diet. You might try them now and realize that you don't actually like them, and that's okay. So I think a good next step is trying new things, finding recipes that excite you, trying foods that you've always wanted to try, and finding ways to cook these nourishing foods that feels satisfying for you. So this was kind of another quick principle, just some final thoughts on intuitive eating in general. Always remember that this is not a diet plan. There are no rules. These are just guidelines to help you repair your relationship with food and your body and give your body what it needs, what it craves. This is not a linear journey. If you are on principle 10 right now and you've mastered the previous principles, you know that already. You know, it goes up and down. You have good days and bad days, and it's okay. Everything is a learning process. There will be times when you use food to cope with your emotions. There will be times when you eat when you're not hungry. There will be times when you find it really hard to accept your body. It is not a linear journey, but moving towards intuitive eating, towards respecting, accepting your body, feeding your body what it needs, when it needs it, and finding food freedom, finding freedom from diet culture and worrying about your body and worrying about food all the time. That is what this journey is all about. So I really hope that you learned something throughout this process. I hope that even if you haven't mastered all the principles yet, I hope that this series has just kind of made you more aware and helped you move in the right direction. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you've learned throughout this journey in the comments down below. And I know in the last video, or a couple videos ago, I said I might do health at every size next and the principles of health at every size. So let me know if that's something that you're interested next year in 2020, I guess. Yeah, if you have not subscribed already, then please do that to kind of keep up to date with all my videos. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.